My name is Teresa Lockwood. I reside in Valley, New Jersey. I am doing a video because I really caused a disaster and it was an accident. Things kind of threw me off in response to that, which didn't make sense, but I falsely accused somebody and to several people. Um, and I'm a 10 commandment keeper, right? I don't believe in bearing false witness. I believe in doing everything honestly, and I messed up in my life. I think, getting information wrong or whatever. I apologize. I always try to make amends. I think it's that important because, look, I hate lies. Lies is like murder to me, right? And the thing is, it's not that I'm lying. I'm not dishonest. There was a miscalculation, and the thing is, I falsely accused somebody of stealing about $1,000 from us doing construction. The strange thing is, I did not get the receipts and the material. I know materials are like skyrocketed and like out of control and things like that. I'm trying to balance out materials. I didn't accuse them at first or whatever. I'm just trying to get things straightened out to find out, where my money's going. And it's more or less was on the material thing because I want to keep track because like I really can't can't really afford this job. But I've sat there. I believe, okay, I want to admit it that they messed up on their work. So, and that's fine. So we were trying to all, make it right. It's like, okay, well, how can we fix this or whatever? And they've all been great workers. And the thing is, I was questioning it, and I was paying for materials and their labor, and I just asked, where this was or whatever. I didn't have any thought that they took money from me or anything like that. And the thing is, like, they asked me for a little bit more money. I said, well, where's the other money? And even prior to that, he's like, look, I don't want to carry that around me. I put it in a safe, right? So I was like, okay, I didn't think nothing of it or whatever, because you said, okay, because I'm trying to figure out the estimate for these materials and things like that. And I think the throw off also was that basically probably kept me on that path when I'm sitting there, he has money in the safe. I don't see the material calculating out. I'm trying to get like how much this costs or whatever. No big deal. And so the thing is, it's just that I didn't have any thought that they, stole my money or anything. I didn't make a joke, it's like, well, and look, I didn't even think about if they did do this, but I said either they're shopping at Home Depot or they're partying. I made a little joke about it or whatever. I just thought it was humorous. So the thing is just that, I mean, I didn't, how do I say this? I didn't, yeah, I think that, they stole my money or anything. It was just there, just waiting to get more material. So the thing is, when he asked for money, I was just like, well, do you have any more money left over? I said, where's that? I said, where's the material for that, right? And not even thinking that they stole anything. I'm just trying to calculate to make sure I'm not overspending, because it's like I'm pinching, right? And it's not their fault, okay? And I'm trying to be generous also because I see how hard they're working. So I'm trying to, like, give the due or whatever to whatever I see. So the thing is, it's just like, oh, that's it is safe. So this is how they were responding, right? So to me, it seemed dishonest. So there's miscalculation on their part too, not in a deficit like to them or anything. So the thing is so the communication was kind of hard too, I guess. There's a lot of men who don't communicate with other women, which is good and probably safe on a lot of parts or whatever. But probably a communication that kind of threw things off also. I was just like upset. I'm very sensitive about these things. And I want to apologize. I want to apologize to a Scott Lewis who has worked hard with his crew. and I had to call all of them to apologize, but I falsely accused them of stealing about $1,000. And so I had to call everybody up, apologize. I just wrote a letter, apologizing, and there was a little dishonesty on his part because, yes, he found it, um, to I guess afford him this um Milwaukee tool kit set, drill toolkit set. And yes, I was sitting there admiring this drill. I was like, "Oh, you have good taste." It's like this is a good brand, whatever, good tools. I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, look, there's little Milwaukee like on each little bit or whatever." I come to find out that he actually bought that with my money as I'm sitting here admiring, well, my tools that he had passed off as, well, his tools. All right. So I don't know. Maybe he felt that, I guess, I don't know, that would be okay. I'm not sure. But I am gifting that to him because I found out that, well, they were actually my tools that came out of the material that goes into my pocket. So hopefully as a peace offering, if you will, and an amendment apology, hopefully he accepts my apology and forgives me. I try to be a forgiving person, and I do have people who do falsely accuse me. Okay, not accidentally, two falsely accuse me, slander me, or whatever, and I sit there and confront a wrong or whatever, just like, oh yeah, well, you're not forgiving. No, I'm going to sit there and speak against your wrong. Please, I'm putting this like in the open. Yeah, speak against my wrong. I mean, I'm just, however you want to. The thing is just like, hopefully that could be perfected. Hopefully they find it to be merciful to forgive me because it was an accident. I try to do everything honestly, is to best of my ability and my knowledge. And I had receipts right there. It was just, I even went over receipts. I was missing a receipt in my view. So it wasn't calculating up. I apologized to his wife. I apologized to his family, his friends, the crew. And I'm just, that's awful to me. I feel really, really bad. I was in tears. I'm just like, I can't believe I did this. I caused a disaster, and when I'm trying to sort this all out and saying, well, he screwed me over, well, I messed up on some things, right? I'll just leave it at that or whatever. But the thing is, it's just like, while there was a disaster that was created out of this, that was my fault. The disaster was caused by just a mess up. And yes, rather accidental or not, on purpose, falsehood can cause a disaster. It can destroy people's lives. I know. Like, I mean, my life has been destroyed by falsehood. I'm not talking about accidental. I'm talking about deliberate. So it does cause a lot of damage. It can, like, destroy things. And what I did not mean or intend anything wrong, and I went over the receipts. And I'm not seeing this other receipt in front of me. I found the receipt because the thing is, it was really strange because when he came here, I guess he couldn't finish the job, and I guess, I don't know, maybe there's lack of communication, didn't know how to tell me. I'm not really sure. He came here, there was like a big mess up on other things or whatever, handed me a whole pile of like receipts or whatever, just like all, I guess he found the receipts that he probably crumpled up or whatever. So he comes here, he said, here, I will pay you back. So I'm thinking this is my missing money, right? So in that, I went through them again, and it's just like, okay, there it is. Because I'm sitting there trying to, make it, like, find this money or whatever. I did find it, and I apologize. I caused a disaster, and I didn't mean to. I'm not into, like, drama and all this other stuff or whatever. And so that's really messed up. And it's like, they're like, this is not your fault. I don't think that I don't have I don't know, they quit on me or whatever prior to all this, whatever, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on or whatever and trying to make it right, and it just gets into just a deeper mess. And I think I don't know, I'm trying to just like figure out where the mess ups happened, and the communication that was coming back to me was just like, it's in a safe. I don't know what that means. I don't know what happened. So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know. It was a mistake. All right. So yeah. But yeah. So I accidentally bear false witness. So I hope you know like I said, that this destroys lives, okay? And a lot of damage has been to my life for people deliberately bearing false witness, and I don't even want to do it accidentally. Accidents are going to happen. And the thing is, I am to make right. Anything that like I messed up and hears, or whoever ears it lands on or whatever, um, because I was the one who wronged, okay, and I just want to put that on record. I wrote him a letter, for him, his wife, whoever wants to read it, just to make sure everything is in writing. Um, so the thing is, it was just like I was heartbroken, because I thought, it's like, why would somebody do this? And people kept doing these things to me, so it was just like a pattern. um, Acting like they're helping me, and then it's just like they really did screw me over and not bearing false witness, but they were acting like they're helping me, and they were actually literally robbing from me, and things like that. And I don't. Everybody's an individual. I don't sit there and let a pattern like carry over. Okay, you did that, so this person is doing this to this. I just didn't see the receipt. And the thing is, because of the material and price material, like I said, it does not look like the money that I spent for material like was panning out. That's why I'm asking, well, how much was this, how much was this, how much was this, or whatever. Okay, I need receipts or whatever. That's fine. And I owe Scott, his wife, his friends, his employer, or whoever, where I basically said that he stole money from me, and I'm so sorry. That's all I can do. So I mean, if people want to hound me or whatever, go. I deserve it. I do. And like I said, I try to do everything honestly or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying I've never like messed up. I don't think I've ever messed up like this before, taking a mistake or whatever. And it's basically just a misunderstanding at that time. Usually was amended at, oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Whatever was the way they said it or whatever the case may be. So, please, I hope they're merciful and forgive me. So I don't know. I don't think I can pay off the damage that, because it causes harm, and so I'm gonna, make that right, make that harm right, because I mean it causes pain, and that's really really terrible. Um, it's really terrible. I didn't mean to do any of this, and I feel bad. Like I'm heartbroken. I mean, I was heartbroken by a misunderstanding that, you know, that like, why do people keep doing this, right? So a lot of people are doing this. I didn't try to like make him equal out to this. It's just like, why? It's like, because I'm not a trusting person, but it doesn't mean I distrust you. But I everything's like clean on the table until I question things, or something is wrong, or whatever the case may be. And I'm so sorry. I really really am, and I'm trying to get in contact with people to sit there and apologize to whoever I said this to, him and his crew. I'm sorry, and that's just why I want to put this in public, out in the open. This is where I messed up, for the record. If he continues to, hate me, whatever, don't want to do this, or whatever, but this is all my fault, and I didn't mean to. And so, you know, um, yeah, it just hurt me that I basically that this came from me and my mistake, and it hurts. So I'm a person that gets convicted. When if I mess up or something, I do, and I'm a very remorseful person, and I always want to make something right if I mess something up. So whether it's made right by them or not or whatever, but I cause an upset, or more than an upset, among them. So this is very painful. So it's my wrong, and you know I am feeling it, and it's really terrible. It's really terrible because like they're all trying to help and make this right, and they done more than a lot of people I've probably ever done in their life or whatever, on the things or whatever. So that's where I'm at with that, and it's really terrible. Um, I'm sorry. I don't, whatever, because I'm a person. I think it's very, very important to be true and right in what you do. Yes, we make mistakes. I don't over beat myself up over that. But the thing is, this is hurting me, because it's just like I don't want to ever do that to anybody, even by accident, because it can just, like, I don't know, the smallest mistake of falsehood or whatever, it destroys lives. So that's I really believe that's like almost like a crime. Well, it is a crime, and it was an accident. So I'm going to end with that.